Hello everyone, thought I'd do a quick video for the Absolum 1.1 Threads of Fate update. I've been playing this for months, admittedly. uh, just kind of had to wait for the embargo to be lifted. But in any case, this is kind of an update that doesn't really add, more bosses or moves or content or anything, but it adds a lot of new ways to play the game. So, first thing, go down to this shady individual down here.
What?
So these are ordeals. You may have seen them talk about some of this in some of the promotional material. So basically, these are like set conditions, that they set up that you can play through. Like this one here is not so subtly, basically Streets of Rage 4 Mania with a couple changes. So basically, as you clear these, you will get more conditions, and then you can make your own. Like, for instance, I made this one here. I made this one here, which is basically, like quintupling the enemies and making them drop items and stuff. So there are a lot of fun ways to play this game with this update, and I think that this was a good way to appease people who burnt through the game very quick because, this game has a ton of content, and I think they did a good job in like separating it between paths and stuff. But you do still burn through it pretty quick, and unfortunately, with the high quality of the assets, updating the game and everything comes at a cost. So, I think this was the best way to do it. It's like, hey, we didn't really make a whole lot of new art assets. We didn't add, like, more levels and stuff. Maybe that will come later, because the game actually did sell insanely well. But this is basically a way to play what's already existing in the game and have new ways to approach it. So, I won't really be doing any gameplay in this video because I feel like you guys have seen enough of this already, and I'm also on the tag mode mod. But in any case, you might be wondering what the main reward is for this. Well, if you go here, there are actually a number of Soul Tree meta progression unlocks that you can get. Some of them are pretty substantial, like these right here. As you clear more ordeals, you will get more custom ordeal options. So eventually, if you clear all of them, you will be able to basically make the game your own, which I think is a really cool idea because, like I said, they're definitely updating this in the right way, where, making these beautiful assets and animation and calling the voice team back and everything is a big undertaking, even if the money is not going to be an issue, because the game sold well. But this is a way to kind of play what's already in the game and, give it your own touch, and all of these things work online as well. You can also share your codes, so if you want to make a specific code, you can, and you can share it to people like your friends or in maybe your Discord server or whatever, and you can play them. In any case, there's a bunch of those in here. There's things like Hearth Roots healing more. Hearth Roots will allow you to level up a ritual, which is pretty good. For instance, I always like to start with the jump cancel because I'm a combo nut, so you can basically, if you get it first, or before the first Hearth Root, you can basically guarantee that we have it at level 2, which will allow you to, have 2 jumps instead of 1. Some of these are just kind of stat bonuses. There are a bunch of skins as well. This is the big one right here. The fact that if you go farther down here, you will be able to equip up to 3 inspirations, and I'm going to go ahead and show that menu in a little bit. But this basically mitigates the RNG. I think the inspiration system in this game is a good idea, but it's flawed. Cider, for instance, has a lot of overly situational stuff like the wall jump that isn't very good, and this is kind of going to get around that issue because now, you can just give yourself Arcana Mastery and give yourself the air dash and stuff. Elite enemies drop double crystals. A couple of stat bonuses here. Spark of Power can drop from destroyables is pretty big because you can have more ultimates that way. And then 3 inspirations before starting a run. Now you may be wondering what this is. I did not have time to unlock this because they added this after I cleared everything like months ago. But this is more skins. So the major gameplay thing is right here. You can get up to 3 inspirations. So let's go ahead and show that really quick. My tag mode mod is still on. That's nice. In any case, you go here, choose whatever you want to start with, and then you can select your ordeal. So as you can see here, you get 3 inspirations, and as you choose one, the price will like go up. So for instance, I usually start with Arcana Mastery, the Air Dashes, and then Arm Rotor, which is some of the best things you can get. Like I said, Cider has a lot of very situational inspirations and not really a lot of practical ones. You kind of have to build around them. I hope that now that the game is doing well, that we will have you know, more actual moves for the characters and stuff in here. But in any case, you start with this. As you can see here, it goes from 50 to 100 to 150. So it's 250 to 250 crystals to pick 3, and I think this makes the game a lot better. You know, if you want to start with Arcana Mastery or a specific inspiration in general, this makes the game a lot more fun because essentially you can go different ways. One of the things that changed in this update was the fact that if you go the bottom route where the Mush Troll is, he will not always give an inspiration. He won't even always spawn. Sometimes you get an extra ritual instead. And I think that was a nerf to make people actually look at the other paths, because it just felt like that was objectively the best one, because when you fight the knight in town, you get another one as well. So you're getting 2 from there. And I think that that was just the route that everybody ended up taking. People kind of metagamed it, which is understandable. But now, with these, if you're tired of that path or you just didn't like doing that one in general, now you have a lot more options. Anyway, that's basically it. The game itself has not changed that much. There's a variety of balance changes, but I'm sure that they will put out patch notes for that, and I actually was not really given patch notes throughout most of the beta testing process, so I couldn't really give it to you anyway. I'm going to hope that they will elaborate on that. Overall, I played this update a lot over the past few months, and honestly, I think it's what the game needed. I know some people may be disappointed that there's not big areas, you know, new areas and stuff to explore, but one of the problems with high-end assets over cheap-looking assets is that they take a long time to produce and they cost a lot of money. Now, we know the money is not going to be a problem because the game sold like several 100,000 copies, but it's going to take a long time to add that, and we don't even know what is coming next. But I think this is a great way to hop back in the game. Also, the tag mode mod should still work. If it doesn't, go ahead and let me know, and I will talk to Shad and we will get it updated for you guys. In any case, I'll definitely be playing this some more on stream, so if you guys want to see some of it without trying the update yourself, I'll definitely probably be on it after I finish my current backlog of content. Thanks for watching.